Welcome to Tammy's Tiny Tots Reborns, and it's Matching Monday today. We're going to do something a little different for Matching Monday in a sense. They're outfits that sort of match, but not really. They came together in a set, if that accounts for anything. But during Matching Monday, I thought I would do a small tag that I found on another YouTube channel that I just found. I found it through another YouTube channel. Now, I ended up getting 2 tags, so we will be doing a second tag later this week. But the first tag I saw on Shelby's channel, and so then I went and checked out the channel where the tag came from, like where she got the tag from, and then I found they had another tag on their YouTube page, and I thought I'd do the tag that their second tag that they had. I thought I'd do that one first, and then I'll do the other tag later this week. Okay, so I'm going to change Christopher, and I'm going to change Cooper when I get him down in a minute. So Christopher and Cooper are going to wear these Mickey Mouse sleepers that came together. So they're 2 different style of Mickey Mouse sleepers, but that's what they're going to put on. So I'm going to put this one on Christopher and this one here on Cooper. So, all right. So we're going to start this tag off with telling you who the tag was from. So the tag was from a YouTube channel called Button Hill. And it's I've really enjoyed watching a couple of their videos now. If I'm not mistaken, they're mother and daughter, and they collect reborns together, and they are from over in England. So yeah, they're really nice people, really nice channel. You can check out their channel, Button Hill, and check it out for yourself if you want. All right, so this tag is called the doll show tag, which is kind of interesting. We're all missing our doll shows right now, aren't we? Because we haven't had doll shows in so long. I did get a message or a notice the other day that, that the doll show is slotted for April 2022. They have slotted a doll show time. So if it goes through, we might have a doll show. Isn't that exciting? Very exciting. Okay, so the doll show tag. Question number 1. Have you been to a doll show? And where was the last one? Yes, I've been to a doll show. I've been going to doll shows since my very first doll show was October 2017. It was my very first doll show, and I've been going they have the doll in my city where I live right now. They have 2 doll shows a year normally. It's the London Doll and Teddy show, and they have 2 every. They have one in April every year and one in October every year. So yes, I've been to a doll show. I've been to that doll show. And the last one was the October 2019. I actually did that doll show. I had a booth there. And that was my very last doll show. It was my first doll show of doing a doll show and of having a booth, and it was my last doll show so far because of causing so much trouble in our world and all the doll shows being canceled. So yeah, so that was my last one. Okay, number 2. Do you usually visit more than one doll show a year? Now in 2019 I did. I went to, actually, yeah, was it 2019? I think it was 2019. That was the doll show we don't like to talk about. But it was here in London. And then I went to the Cambridge doll show. I'm just going to move Christopher off to the side for a minute while I get Cooper, and then I'll bring them both into the thing once Cooper's dressed. So yeah, I went to the Cambridge Doll Show with Liz, my friend Liz. I went with her to the Cambridge Doll Show to help her out at the doll show. I didn't have a booth or anything, but I was going to help my friend with her booth. So, okay. Now, the third question is, do you usually do VIP or regular pass? Here they don't have VIP. There was no VIP. For the London Doll and Teddy show, it's just a regular ticket to get in. The Doll and Teddy show here in London and the one in Cambridge, they both just, it's just, you know, a small fee, like $6 to get in, and that's it. Now, when we had that doll show we don't like to talk about, that doll show, I paid for the entire weekend because it was a full, well, it wasn't even a full weekend. It was like part of the week as well as the weekend. But I paid for to be able to go to the show for all the days that it was open. So, I guess you'd call it a VIP ticket. And I got a ticket to, yeah, I got the ticket for the entire weekend, so that because I was going to be doing meet and greet, that's the word I was looking for, with Matilda, the traveling baby. I was doing a meet and greet with her at the doll show. So I made sure I had ticket for the entire weekend so that I could be there at any point in time in case they decided they wanted to have Matilda do more than one meet and greet, you know, because I could have done a second meet and greet with Matilda if they wanted me to. So, but, and I kept Matilda, she was at the show for every day, that so that people that didn't make it to the meet and greet could still meet her. All right. So now the boys are all dressed in their Mickey Mouse, so we're just going to carry on here. Number 4, do you enjoy the online doll shows? Or do you like them better? I've never done an online doll show. Never checked it out, so I can't answer that question. I prefer myself over anything online because I have a hard time with stuff online. Like, I sell my dolls on Facebook on Tammy's Tiny Tots Reborn's page, and I sell them through my YouTube channel, and that's as far as I go in diving into the internet world. Like, I'm not the best on internet. I can't even order like food online to have it delivered to my house, like Skip the Dishes or DoorDash or any of that stuff. I don't even know how to do that stuff. So no, I don't do online doll shows. Okay, number 5. Do you take a doll to the doll show with you, and do you take a stroller? Well, yes, I always took a doll before I started before I became an artist and had a booth. I'd take a doll with me to the doll show every time. But no, I did not bring strollers to the London Doll Show because the London Doll Show, you're not allowed to have strollers in the doll show. This new location that they have, the London Doll Show now, they could allow it because it's huge and there's so much open space between tables and stuff like that there's plenty of room for people to have strollers. But they made a rule for the London Doll and Teddy show that you're only to have strollers for live children. So that's it, just live children, not for your dolls. So I bought a carrier from my chest, and that's where I put a baby if I'm taking a baby to a doll show. I'll carry it in papoose is what I call it, on my chest. And yeah. Now when I went to the Cambridge doll show, I took a stroller because I took my twins with me, and I took the stroller, and I was in behind the table anyway, so my stroller just was parked in behind, like at the booth, so it didn't bother anybody in the place and get in the way. Number 6, do you ever buy a doll at the doll show? Yes, I do. I quite regularly buy a doll at the doll show. Every doll show that I've gone to, I have purchased a doll. I take just basically enough to buy one doll and a little bit more, and that's it. So because I don't have to travel to a doll show or anything, because it's right here in the city that I live in. So I purchased a doll. I've purchased I purchased a doll basically at every doll show, but only one every time. I've never bought more than one doll. So number 7, do you usually attend the baby shower? Now, we don't have baby showers for our doll shows, unfortunately. It would be nice if we did, but we do not have baby showers for the London Doll and Teddy Show or the Cambridge one. They just don't. But when I went to the doll show that we don't want to talk about, and a lot of us would like to see a doll show like it get figured out here in Canada, at some point. But I did attend the baby shower at that show, and it was a lot of fun. Disorganized, not planned well, but we made the best of it, the ladies, and it was really fun hanging out with some of the ladies. So, we got to know each other better, and it was just a lot of fun. And our last question, number 8, have you ever met and chat with popular sculptors? And my answer to that is yes. Actually, I consider one sculptor a very good friend of mine. Her name is Natalie. She is a beautiful artist. She does an amazing job. She lives here in London, and she's an amazing sculptor. So I'm actually going to be reborning 2 sculpts that she has made. So I will be working on those sooner or later. And so I met her at McPherson's one time. I went to McPherson's shopping, and Natalie happened to be there. I got to hold her baby that was what is the name of it? Oh, my brain just went. Jaden. It was the first Jaden Asleep version of Reborn kit, and the one she has is like the prototype, and I got to hold him. He is so cute and so beautiful. Natalie and I are friends on Facebook. I adore her. She's a sweet girl. We've been to a Christmas party together. We've been we have dolly meetups before all of our doll shows. All the London Doll and Teddy shows. A bunch of us get together at usually at the last place we went to was Krabby Joe's. And we went there twice, 2 doll shows in a row. We did our little meetup at that doll show. Or at that thing. It was the night before the doll show. So our doll show is only a 1-day event here in London, and it's on a Sunday usually. So on the Saturday night, anyone who's traveled in, and whoever lives here, we all meet up on the Saturday night, have dinner together at Krabby Joe's, and then we see each other again on the Sunday at the doll show. And it's nice because you get to, at the doll show, you're so busy that you don't get to meet as many people. But if you go to the little meetup the night before, you get to hang out with other artists and stuff before the doll show. And you don't have to be an artist. You can be a collector. We love collectors and artists. We don't care. We have collectors that come to our little meetup. We have artists that come to the meetup. We have sculptors that come to the meetup. We just all get together, and we have a quieter time where you can sit and talk to somebody, get to know them a bit, talk to someone else, get to know that person for a bit, you know, and you get to know people on a little more of a personal level. And then when you're at the show the next day, you're like, hi, and you recognize each other and you're able to chat and stuff. And it's lovely. It makes it so lovely. Now, after the doll show that we don't like to talk about because it was a big major flop. After that doll show was over, on the Sunday of the weekend that that doll show was on, McPherson's had an open house at their store. And they had Natalie Scholl invited, and they had Laura Lee Eagles. So I got to meet Laura Lee Eagles, and she's a lovely lady too, really nice lady, full of smiles and giggles, and she's just an absolutely amazing person. And I was honored. Brenda, who owns McPherson's, she's a lovely, lovely lady, and I took my painting class at McPherson's, and so I come over to say hi to Brenda, and Brenda introduced me to Laura Lee Eagles, and Brenda made my day with her introduction. She said to Laura Lee Eagles, she said, this is one of our graduates of our painting class, and she is one of our up-and-coming new wonderful new artists. And I was like just gleaming, like I was just so happy and so excited that she recognized me and my work, and she introduced me to Laura Lee Eagles in that fashion. And it really just made me, I was so happy. I was just in my, you know, on my little cloud. I was so happy that, you know, she considered me an up and coming, you know, artist, and like, you know, improving and stuff like that. So I really love going to McPherson's. I know McPherson's wants to have another open house at some time, and I encourage them to do that for sure, because the open house was amazing. So many people were there. Another artist that I met at that doll show and at McPherson's was Bean from Twisted Beanstalk Nursery, and she's absolutely awesome. We had a blast. I met Bean's daughter. She's amazing. She's an amazing little artist. She draws. Oh, can she draw? It's amazing. She's very, very talented. And you know, I got to just hang out with people that, you know, normally you just see for a couple minutes, then you wouldn't talk to them again. And I got to hang out with them, kind of thing. And it was a lot of fun. And I really hope that McPherson's does another open house like that again, because it was a blast. It really was. All right, so that was our doll show tag from Button Hill on our Matching Monday. So I would love to hear if you're going to do a tag of this video. I would love to just put in your comment down below that you're going to do this tag on your channel, and I will come and watch, because I really want to hear what your answers are, because this is a pretty exciting tag. I wish I could get to a doll show in the US. That would be a dream. I'd really like to get to the Florida doll show at some point, but I don't know when that'll actually ever happen due to all the restrictions right now. So you never know. Keep fingers crossed, and we'll never know. But so let me know if you're gonna make this tag. I'd love to hear your answers. And everybody hit that like if you liked this video. Hit that dislike if you didn't, because that's okay too. But most of all, everyone, please stay safe and smile, and share a smile with a friend. Bye-bye.